Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Gloomhaven Guildmaster. We're back with the Doomstalker and Cragheart as we look at how we're going to make it down either to the next relic, which is over here, or potentially some of the other more remote locations. But at the moment I'm thinking this is going to be our next real destination. So we're probably going to have to hit lockdown in Lowtown. That's going to open up another couple of options. We do have other potential destinations, but I think this one's going to be the most viable for taking us places. So what have we got here? We have the imps, we have some hounds, and we have vermlings. Apparently the whole forest is infested with imps, and reports from Lowtown are that they're now in league with the vermlings. Town needs relieving. This is going to give us the hook to chain design. Another thing that I'm quite a big fan of, because it gives you the flexibility to drag archers onto traps. This is something that we could use for the Doomstalker quite effectively, because we don't have any single-handed or two-handed weapons on the Doomstalker yet. Also, we should get enough experience doing this to level up the Cragheart. As soon as you leave the outskirts of Demon Spine, the lights of the forest again become somewhat otherworldly, and the normal sound of insects and wildlife cease. The magically inclined amongst your party notice the feeling of a build-up of earthly energy, a throbbing power which pulses at their temples. It seems the vermins and imps have somehow discovered a way to harness the elements. Right, short rests only, or always be above half health. Ooh. This has got like some potential to it, but I think we'll go for the short rest. We'll go for Scrambler because it's easy to do. Reveal a room tile by opening a door. Yeah, we can make the Cragheart open a door. Or overkill a monster by foot. No. Cragheart opens the door. That's going to be fine. I think we're going to be using our gradual doom on this one. You find the source of the power, a number of ancient stones which the imps and vermling shaman are using in a ritual. This will surely end very badly for Lowtown if you don't drive the imps away. Earth magic is strong here and will always be available at the start of the turn. Use this to your advantage. This is really good for the Cragheart. Right. So, threats. The Hound needs to go. It needs to go pretty quickly. We're going to want to get backup ammunition on the Cragheart so we can really take advantage of our ranged attacks. Taking a look at what we've got going on, though, it's going to be tricky to do things in like a really nice clustery kind of way. What we could do is we could use Rumbling Advance to move in and do a little bit of damage. We could also potentially do some area of effect things like sentient growth. Could kill a cluster of them. Potentially. But then we're not going to... Yeah, then we don't get to put the backup ammunition on. I think for this turn we might just have to tank it out. So let's do the opposing strike backup ammunition combination. And then on the Doomstalker, we'll do a race for the grave on this one. That will kill it outright. And if we could also have Rain of Arrows, we might be able to start doing some retaliatory strikes against other ones of these. And we'll stand at the back to try and mitigate the amount of damage that comes out onto us. So, the plan Ultra buff over here. Maybe get some retaliation damage against the Hound if we're lucky. Over this side, Doom you and set us up to shoot mobs when doomed things die. That Hound is moving quickly, so we're not going to get the retaliation in place at all. Also, we're going to get cursed by the imps, which is going to suck. So everything we can do that doesn't involve rolling damage is going to be beneficial. Stuff like the Doom, stuff like Rumbling Advance. So we'll hit you. And we'll get the Rain of Arrows going. Alright, bring the damage. It's a little painful. That's also a little painful. They're rolling well at the moment. Right, that one's fine. Now the imps. Yowza. You know what? We'll take the damage. He died, so we can start shooting. If we go for one of these, we might get lucky and kill it before it acts. Not quite. Okay, let's get that retaliate on. These two being side by side is actually quite good. We can target this one with Crater, it will hit the other one, and then we can target you. Sorry, not Crater. Massive Boulder, that's what I'm talking about. So we're going to do Rumbling Advance and Massive Boulder. Try and move quickly. Over the other side. We can get a Doom on this one. Or maybe a Doom on this one. Tough choice. Doom on this one. If it dies, then it will blow up both of those. Yeah. Okay. That's the plan. So we're going to do Swift Trickery and we're going to do Detonation. That's going to allow us to Doom the wolf and then shoot the wolf. I like that as a combination. The imp's going for strengthening and stuff. Let's try and cut that off before it happens. So, Doom you, and then immediately shoot you. Didn't kill him. It's a shame, but it's fine. The Hound's going to attack us. It's going to suffer retaliation damage. We'll take that, which kills the other two and allows us to shoot. Let's shoot you. And now we get the Massive Boulder out. We're going to take 1 damage over here, but we'll heal up afterwards. So worth it. Oh, we got that ×0. Well, we can step in and do some direct damage. Okay. So, a moment's peace will allow us to pick up these 3. Anything else would just move in. So yeah, let's do it slowly. Vital Charge and a moment's peace. We want to kill this. So Crushing Grasp is a good option, and then we can move and maybe do some healing on ourselves. Or maybe we'll just heal in place, actually. Heal in place with Earth and Clod. And we're moving before the imp. I like that. Right, you. stay put. We'll step in, grab what we can nearby. Now, for this particular mission, we just need to kill all enemies in all rooms. There's not much space that we need to cover, so we can take the time to loot the area. Let's keep it on stuff that's not going to give us long moves. We'll save the long moves for moving into the next area. Yeah, we'll just get you moving on to... yeah, we can use Sentient Growth to do a teeny bit more healing. Or perhaps we do that when we're just about to move into the next room and heal us both for 2. Yeah, we'll just do regular moves for this turn. So, Cragheart. You can step to here. Doomstalker, step on in. We're not going to summon the Warhawk. Okay. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll get us across. So solid bow and sure, frightening curse. Over this side, we want you to open the door. So we could do it with a crater and a dirt tornado. Push people around in the next room. That will give us a good option of seeing what's in there. Do I want to transfer curses around? It could be useful. Yeah. Especially if it's something like the Exploder curse. Okay. Let's see what's in the next room. Ooh, we're gonna want to back up from that. We can push one of the wolves back. That's fine. Actually, they're far enough away that we could just stay where we are. Let's have a look and see what's happening. You're doing ranged attacking, moving and attacking. So you're going to be coming in close. These are going to come in close. Vermin is going to come in close. So backing up's not going to be that useful to us other than just reducing our potential area of damage. But tanking is actually a pretty good plan. So let's stay where we are. Gonna hit both of you with maximum power. And I guess we're gonna push the wolf all the way back over there. In it comes. That's quite painful. Also painful. We're gonna definitely need to do some healing. Nice bit of retaliation. Okay. We could use multi-pronged and fresh kill to step in and shoot the one at the back. You're gonna have to do some healing. No two ways around it. Let's do a short rest. Yeah, we'll lose rumbling advance. So Earthing Clod will give us some healing on the bottom. Sentient Growth will give us some healing on the top and do some attacking. One, two, three, four. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we're gonna have to move in first. It's a pretty solid hit. Reduces their... Oh, could have even taken out the elite. Reduces their options of attacking. So we're going to take some range damage, but... That was lucky. A ×2 on 0 attack. We got so lucky this time. Okay, heal up first. Then sentient growth. With backup ammunition, we'll be able to... Can I not target it like that? Oh, it has to be on an enemy. I thought you could target this anywhere. Okay. Well, it's slightly less useful, but we'll still take it as a bit of damage. Again, would have been better if they rolled the other way around, but that's fine. Okay. Scrambling, we're going to do a short rest. Fresh kill, sure. We'll lose that. So we want a moment's peace so we can move in and get some healing. But we're also going to want, I guess, Swift Trickery or Swift Trickery because we need to move quick. Over this side, we don't have any good options beyond trying to move in fast. And doing some walloping. So maybe we'll do Dirt Tornado to step up to here and then hit with Crushing Grasp. Okay. Im's just doing some muddling. So we'll step in, get a little bit of healing. And we'll do nothing over there. It'll be better when we get the Doom out. That's actually quite good for us because that doesn't affect the Cragheart. And he's not moving anywhere next turn. Okay. Race to the Grave will kill this one, but then it will be gone until we rest again. So I think we'll stick to the solid bow and we'll do something to allow us to move. Probably multi-pronged assault actually. That'll allow us to move back and get some stuff on. As for the Cragheart, we're going to move forwards. At least that's the plan. Assuming we'll be able to move 2 forwards, we'll go for Heaving Swing and Forceful Storm, not in that order, just in case we do need to Heaving Swing this thing out the way. Hopefully it will already be dead by then. It is not. Well, I guess we're gonna back up and grab the gold. The damage is annoying, especially because it doesn't trigger the retaliation. Still, we can push this back into an obstacle even if we don't do any damage from that. It was fine. And step forward. I didn't activate the bottom part of Forceful Storm because getting a +2 on a ×0 is not worth it. Whereas moving in afterwards is worth it. Okay. I think Crippling Noose and Felling Swoop, that'll get us some of these. We can do a long rest over here, so we'll just move closer and then we'll do a long rest next turn. So grab. Skip the attack. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, just gets close to... Ooh, do we want to open up the door? We could crater them straight away, but that's asking a lot for our survivability. It is only one room left, though. You know what? We're not in a rush. We'll be sensible. And we'll take the rest. So, long rest. Over here, we want to move in as far as possible. You know what? Let's do it that way around. At this point, using the boots makes a lot of sense. Because we're not going to get a long rest before the end, and there's only one room to go. So, what are we going to get rid of? We could get rid of sentient growth, I think. Although that does allow us to move into the next room. Let's get rid of Dirt Tornado. Okay, short rest. Sure, we'll lose multi-pronged assault. I think... assume we're going to do solid bow to attack. Swift Trickery would give us the momentum to get in there no matter which way we go. We're going to want to do a massive boulder. We could do sentient growth, massive boulder, move in, get a little bit of healing, a little bit of attacking, and then fling stuff around. That's not a terrible plan. So let's have a look in the room. This is only, in fact, we're going to swap these around. We're going to have the solid bow as the one we're actually going to be using for the attack. So this room does have traps in it, but the mobs themselves aren't really going to go into those traps. So let's just dodge the traps, get the money, and I think we'll go after the damn imp at the back. Got one. Oh, please. That's annoying. Well. Massive Boulder's not going to be in range for this one, so there's not much we can do about that. We could step away and let's clear the target. Undo. If we step to here, we can massive boulder him without getting the disadvantage. Solid hit. Okay. We've got enough time to get in and grab those with a moment's peace. So let's do this slowly. We're going to want to move forwards and then do a crater. So crushing earthing clod crater. Geez, even trying to move slowly, it still ended up moving before us. So step to here. May as well push it around. There we go. So we grab the two that is right next to us. And finally we move into the corner to grab the last bit of gold. And this has been a really, really good one for money. Exceptional. As the last enemy falls, the pressure in the air immediately abates. The light returns to normal, and the insects of the forest start up again. Your work here is done. Doomstalker didn't get as much XP this time as they did last time, but the Cragheart has definitely gained a level. And we've got the hooked chain design, which is great. Lowtown isn't exactly the height of sophistication, I'm afraid. I couldn't find anything to add to the shop's inventory. Don't know what you mean. These hook chains would be great in a fight. Use them to drag your enemies within melee range, then thwack. They were just holding some crates of potatoes together. I love it. So the Cragheart has gained a level. Let's do that. Now, I've not actually gone through and done my plan for the Cragheart, so we'll see what options we have. Clear the way. Move one adjacent single hex obstacle to an empty. Okay. And attack everything near it. So that's like chucking an obstacle. And this is not a burnable thing. So that's kind of interesting. Also potentially good for actually getting rid of obstacles on some maps. Or blunt force, which is potentially attack 8. Maybe a bit more, but it's burnable. Or move to retaliate. Oh, I like both of these. I like both of these for different reasons. So blunt force with the retaliate on the bottom has definitely got some potential for allowing us to enchant it with bless, for instance, or strengthen. Clear the way doesn't have that. I think it's going to have to be blunt force. It may also be burnable on the top, but burnable for 8 attack potential with 2 enhancement pips. I think we're going to go for it. So, what do we want to get rid of? That's kind of a bit like heaving swing. It's also a little bit like crushing grasp, except this is consistent. Maybe it's time for us to get rid of one of our ranged attacks. Dirt Tornado, if we could get a wound on it, would just be absolutely amazing, but that's going to take so much cost. You know what, let's get rid of Earth and Clod. It's only attack 2, even if it's range 5. I do love the potential for heat. No, we're going to get rid of Heaving Swing. I never push things into obstacles. It takes so much positioning, and it doesn't count if you throw them into a wall. And over here, getting rid of another -1, replacing it with +1. Keep that focus going. So 2 more levels, and we'll have got rid of all of the dust, and then this will just be a really consistent positive deck. I like how that's coming along. Right, on the merchant, Doomstalker, we were talking about buying you a weapon. So the hook chain would give a lot of options, a lot of flexibility, I should say. Especially given how many ranged attacks you have. So let's buy that now before I change my mind. And then in on the trainer, we have another enhancement slot. We don't have the money to use them all, but we have reached Lowtown. After looking in more detail into the area around Lowtown, we found some strange crystals piled up in the forest. They emit an incredibly strong aura of earth magic, and look to have been the cause of the weird behaviour of the vermlings, as well as the enhanced magical power in the area. We're getting reports of similar magical deviations around the town of Fordingbridge to the south. So, next objective is to reach Fordingbridge. Having a look at the enhancements, we are still working on getting the earth and air all done. There's plenty more stuff for us to unlock in terms of that. I really can't wait until we can start cursing, blessing, and strengthening mobs. We've also killed 20 forest imps, so that's a little bit more money in our pocket. And the Doomstalker has killed 10 full health enemies in one attack. That's not all at once, that is 10 individual ones that have died from one single attack. So we get a perk from that, which we can now assign. Ooh, I do love adding targets. But I think we'll start off with the consistency, just to get those minuses out the way. I really want more Doomstalker ones, so let's have a look and see what the other ones for the Doomstalker are. Dooms 30 enemies, that's going to happen over time. And lays 20 traps. Ooh, we're going to have to force ourselves to lay traps. Okay, we can do that. It's not the way I like to play the Doomstalker, but we can do it for the sake of getting the perk, because the perks are really, really valuable. Having a look at what we'll be doing next time, we can change out for the Mind Thief. And the Mind Thief must be level 3 before we go after Hungry Mouths. Let's change out for the Quartermaster. There we go. We can do the not safe for work. Demon's Gate Vault key is down in Lowtown. So we'll be able to pick up another story mission. That is unfortunately going to be it for this episode though. Thank you very much for coming along, everyone. I do hope you are continuing to enjoy this. As always, if you are, be sure to give a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do so, and you'll be told when the next episode goes live. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for another episode of Gloomhaven Guildmaster. See you soon.